boys, we are absolutely just moving up in the world, aren't we? Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I just went for the interview, so high hopes, but every time I made a video, I got the job. But anyways, yeah, just a little interview story. So I went for an interview at my university for an administrative assistant position at the Faculty of Energy and Applied Nuclear Science, or something like that. Yeah, no, I just wanted to share a couple of funny things that happened. It was a good interview. Like, well, as soon as I came up, my interview was at 2:20, so I got there at 2. You know, always get there early, guys. And I was just on my laptop, whatever. And I look at my watch, and it's like, you know, 2:15. So I'm like, oh, okay, I got 5 minutes to walk up there and sit down or whatever. And I realized, I'm like, oh shit, it's on the 4th floor. So now I'm booking it up the stairs, and I also forgot my water bottle. And usually I have water with me, just, you know, I got a dry throat, just kind of, you know, just horsing her down. You know, just, you know, keeping all this kind of flush and nutrients, I don't know, whatever. I'm not in applied science, so I don't know the technical terms, but anyways, yeah, I'm up there, and I'm booking up 4 flights of stairs, and I see, like, a girl that I know, she's one, anyway, she works at the university. I was like, hey, how you doing? She's like, oh, good, and I'm running up the stairs, like, so anyways, I get to the 4th floor, and I, like, peep in the window, and it's still, you know, 2:15, so it took me, like, 2 minutes to run up the stairs, and I'm, like, peeping in the window, and the girl looks at me, she looks at me, and then she looks down. I'm like, oh, and then I look, and they're talking with one person. Anyways, then I sit down. I'm like, okay, I pull out my red notepad. Remember you guys from the last video? Let me just pull it out here. My Brock University notepad, still got it. I actually wrote down some notes. I said interview notes, administrative assistant. Then I wrote the girl's name down and the location of the place. So shout out. That's what I did. I wasn't just scribbling randomly. So anyways, I'm sitting down. And they're just having a great time, I guess, in there. Just at an absolute ruckus. It sounded like a children's, like, playground in there. There was just, felt like there was stuff being thrown around, and, like, little kids, like, screams and, like, cries and laughs and stuff. It was very strange. Anyways, after about 2-3 minutes, this Asian guy comes out, like, gives me the look of death for some reason. He's like, good luck. I killed it in there. So I was like, all right, dude, whatever. Anyways, I go in. And the girl's like, hi, are you Zachary? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hi, very nice to meet you. And then it was like, oh, hi, I'm, you know, whatever. And just oh, so you're the girl that emailed me. So anyways, we sit down. And they start asking me, you know, the regular questions. Like, tell me a little bit about yourself. You know, what's the accounting association? You know, what do you do in there? And I was telling them all about it. Then they asked me some, you know, what's your strengths, weaknesses? And then one question that I found very interesting is like, what are you most proud of? And that question, I mean, I had it right away, right? I mean, I didn't prepare any notes. I'd kind of just do the stuff off the top of my head because I feel like that's the best for me. And I'm like, you know what? I think the thing I'm most proud of is where I am today. If I look back, you know, 2-3 years ago, coming out of high school, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do some kind of business. And I had some direction. I wanted to come to UIT. I wanted to do business, but I was in finance and I was in accounting. And then, you know, once I, you know, made this establishment with like these 4, 5, 6 good friends, you know, shout out, Dawes, Justin, Zach, Nick, you know, Julia, Mo, like Matt, like everyone, obviously Olivia and Maddie. You know, those guys are my rocks, right? And, you know, Lidster obviously is another one. And, you know, meeting those group of friends, and obviously Erica, these names are now coming back to me, and joining the Accounting Association, and just me as a person, what I've accomplished, I'm proud of that, and what I've done. And, you know, I've come, you know, second in this Brock University conference, and I came third in our last year's, or 2 years ago, Connect conference, so that's what I'm most proud of. And, no, just where I am right now, I think, in life, I'm very, very proud of. So they're like, oh, that's great. And then they're just right after, it was question after question. I was just nailing them. I had them laughing too. And then they're like, oh, so I had in my resume 2 grocery stores that I used to work at, like my first one and then my other one. And they're like, so how did you manage to work at 2 grocery stores in the same town as possible? Wasn't that a conflict of interest? And I was like, no, I worked at this one and then that one. She's like, oh, okay, all right. But I'm like, no, I wasn't working at 2. I wasn't working for the competition. So don't worry. I'm not going to go to Brock University and work for them too. So they started laughing. The last part, I guess they just ran out of questions. They're like, so you watch any Netflix? And I'm like, honestly, no. Like, I use my girlfriend's account, but I don't really watch any Netflix. And then I don't know why, but she's like, so like, are you watching any TV shows right now? I'm like, no, but my girlfriend wants me to she wants me to watch Pretty Little Liars and I think The Bachelorette. And she's like, oh my God, I love The Bachelorette. And I was like, oh my goodness, here we go. And she started going on how she loved it. And I was like, oh yeah, there's also like this English version called Love Island. And if you guys watch Cody Ko and Noel Miller, you guys know that, you know, it's just like it's like a running joke or like a meme that they watch it and they obviously play the video game. So I thought that was funny. They didn't really get the joke, obviously. They don't watch Cody Ko, but they didn't have no idea what Love Island was. But yeah, I think I killed the interview. They said they had 3 positions, so I mean, fingers crossed, hopefully I get it. And I told them, like, yeah, I'm ready to move on, like, with the next stage of my life, right? I worked in retail for 5 years, and yeah. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this kind of short, you know, exactly 6-minute video. I love making these videos. They're just kind of short parts of my day, and I like to log it. Even if you guys don't enjoy them, I like to log it just for myself and put it up on YouTube. So, anyways, you know, like and subscribe and do all that weird shit, and we'll see you in the next interview. I got another one this week, so maybe I'll make a video about that one. Hopefully I get just one of the jobs. I'll be happy. Anyways, see you guys. Thanks for watching. Dawson, like he's one of the chillest people. I'm making a flower. This is just unacceptable. Boys, we are moving up in the world. Well, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of my house. That's fucked up bad fucking intro.